Yeah, I'm here to make it the best. So yeah, whatever you need me to do.
That's right.
Yeah. What's going on? It's your boy EEMPEY Slicker, and I'm here with Dazzle Spotlight. EEMPEY Slicker, by the way, is my initials. MP is my initials. You know, my first and last name, Miguel Paul. And I just got unique about it. You know, most people kind of like, you know, throw out like as M and P and try to search me on the internet that way, and you know, you get nothing. But there's like a unique situation with that name where it's like, you know, my initials spelled out. You know, like I always compare it with Eminem, Marshall Mathers, where he kind of spelled out his name. You know, so mine goes by like EEMPEY. So it's empty, and the Slicker was just kind of like, you know, has a little crazy side to it where like it was to do with like the ladies kind of like, you know, nurturing me with that name Slicker, and I kind of liked it and kept it, you know. You know, living and working as an artist in the U.S. is definitely tough. You know, it's like a process, you know, that you got to go through, and then being that like you got a Caribbean background, and you're doing something that's a little different from like, you know, just like Caribbean music or regular soca dancehall. Because what I do is like Caribbean pop fusion that has like a international flavor towards it. It's, you know, great, and it's also like, you know, like tough where you got a little fight down, but you just got to work through it, you know, got to work through it. You know, people are kind of like taking to it now, you know, and it's getting out there, and thanks to Afro music, you know, Afro music has that like, you know, that fusion popularity in it, and people are taking to that, you know. So when they hear that sound, and you know, people like really take time to gravitate to new stuff, you know. But like, you know, once it's new stuff with a meaning and it has a vibe to it, you know, they intend to hop on quicker. Yeah, in 2016, you know, I was part of like, you know, a door opener, I call it, to like, you know, me being a artist, you know, opening doors for me. And it was a collaboration I did with St. Lucia superstar, I call him Ricky T, you know. He was definitely somebody I wanted to work with, you know, growing up listening to his music and seeing his growth, and, you know, how he came up in the game and being like, you know, one of the top soca artists out here. And working with a top soca artist really opened doors for me, you know. And, you know, working with Ricky T was like, you know, a good source for me. And we collaborated on this record called Freaky Girls, which has a fusion opening to it where it's like, you know, a collaboration of like Afro. It has Afro in it, and it has like hip hop, and it has soca. And that's where the fusion really started for me. So in that 2016, when we did that record, that's when everything just started happening. That record took off, and you know, it did amazing, and it was surprising to me. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting that kind of results from it. And you know, I was just hearing it on the radio, so like, you know, knowing that it's still doing good up to a day like today, it's definitely a blessing, you know. So 3 years later, we still got this record doing it. You know, I got into music by just being a fan. You know, I was a fan of music. You know, I just liked hearing stuff, and it was a very young age, you know. And I started getting involved by like writing. You know, I didn't know what I was doing at the time. It was nothing to do with bars. It was just writing. You know, it was like kind of like a composition. You know, so it was no structure. I just decided to take it up a notch, recording artist, then becoming an engineer, then a producer, and I hopped into being an artist. And you know, I got like a lot of strength from people around me telling me that I could do this, and you know, I became an artist, I would say in 2012, and that was it from there. That's so far I could definitely say, you know, it's this new record that I put out called, you know, She Come featuring Wildfire. You know, I could definitely say that's really, you know, doing stuff that I wasn't expecting it to do. So I would say that. All right. So this is the first verse. Move over, let me slide to the back. Fast pace, slow pace, whine and attack. Hips, legs, behind the intact. The way she wobble it, me wonky, that a slap. Now my cup empty. Place full up, girl plenty. So don't believe, just watch me. This girl is mine. You know, so this just basically came of like an imagination of like, you know, me just walking into a dance club right now, you know, heading to the club, and, you know, seeing this, you know, beautiful person that you know, you want to like conversate with, but not like in not with words, you know, but with just actions. And it's like somebody's in your way. So move over, let me slide to the back, you know. And then when you get to the back, it's like fast pace, slow pace, you know, whine and attack. And your hips, legs behind the intact, you know, the way she wobble it, I got a little naughty with that one. You know, the way she wobble it, me won't give that, you know. So it's kind of like putting that Caribbean flavor with like like a little bit of hip hop style. It wasn't too much of the hip hop fusion in there. It was more dancehall and a little bit of soca in there, and it was just more to do with like just getting that feel of like heading to the club type thing, because it was just a party record, and when it said fast play, slow pace, wine and attack, hips, legs behind the intact, the way she wobble it, me want give that a slap, then my cup empty, you in a club, right? We drinking, we having fun, we having a good time, so now my cup empty, place full up, girl plenty, you got girls all over, you having a good time from the minute there's girls in the party, and me just expressing, saying like, like imagine, like putting the imaginations to life, saying like, this girl is mine, and then we jumped into the bridge. Now the bridge got, this girl want wine for me. She bend back way, take time with me. In a killer position, she want grind on me. Conversation with the body, she lie on me. So it's to do with dancing again, because that's all the record is about. So now you in a position of where what you want, you getting it. Because now this girl want wine for me. She bend back way, take time with me. In a killer position, she want grind on me. So that's where like you add the little dancehall flavor. And conversation with the body is kind of like a lot of people don't understand what that really means. So it's like a body language. I'm sure people are familiar with the body language term. And conversation with the body, she lie on me. It's not even to do with her not telling the truth. It's just like her all over you. That type of thing. Yeah. So that's where that came from. And this is the chorus. We catch our vibes in the club and we making sweet love. Your energy just right, was sent from above. Now anywhere me go, she come, she come, she come. Anywhere me go, she come, she come, she come. We catch our vibes in the club and we making sweet love. It was just about like the imagination just really coming to life right now, right? So now in the first verse, we spoke about like, me trying to, get into the club and get this person. Now you got what you want, It's basically a vibe that's just being created right there, where it's like, you guys are like in one now, so there's no more chasing, no more trying to get, you got what you want. So it's like, we catch our vibes in the club, we're making sweet love, and anywhere we go, she come, she come, she come. And that just came from like, basically like, not on the level of the person being a stalker, it's more to do with, I would say the a stalker that anybody would want, but like, not really a stalker, but just somebody like, that's like you got locked, that person is yours for the moment, so anywhere you go, she's going. So that's kind of like the vibe from that record, and then, the energy just right, sent from above is just basically doing like, like we putting it together, like, mentally thinking that, God made this happen, it just like came from heaven, like, energy from above, it was just right. So that's like basically what the chorus is about. Alright, so this is the third verse, right? This is where it all ends, Yeah, the energy right, cause the vibe in the place, yeah, it feels so nice. You my girl tonight, you going up and down on me all night. When you give me the wine, me want you roll up that waistline, bend it and rewind. Be my girl tonight, because you giving me life. So that's basically me and Wildfire on there, and the first line is like, yeah, the energy right, it's talking about like the energy, the vibe in the club, because the vibe in the place, it feels so nice. It's like basically says the same thing on the first line, just talking about the vibe in the place, how great it is, Now you my girl tonight, we just put in like closure to the situation, saying that like, yeah, this is it, it's happening. She's my girl for the night, and it could be more than that later. So it's just like that party move where any regular dude will want to be in, like going to the club, having a good time, and getting that one main chick that you just with all night, and you having a good time. That's what all West Indians do, and it goes like you go up and down on me all night. It's just dancing, winding up and down, like that's just basically what we do. And again, Caribbean culture, that's what we do in carnival parties, fetes, that's how we do it. And this is Wildfire's part right there, where he's like, when you give me the wine, me when you roll up your waistline, bend it and rewind, be my girl tonight, and Wildfire's on the same level with me, just talking about like, this girl be my girl tonight, you know. And his last line goes like, cause you giving me life, like it's just a whole new level in there. It's just like the energy is like, you know, above 100. Yeah, so you could definitely follow me, MP Slicker, you know, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at MP Slicker, you know. And if people got a difficult time, you know, with the name, so it's EEMPEY and Slicker SLICKER. So you could definitely get me on all social media platforms by MP Slicker. You know, you could also get, like, you know, my music on all digital platforms. You know, just go ahead and name it, it's there. You know, so, and it's MP Slicker for the search, and also on YouTube. You know, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, and it's under MP Slicker. So go ahead and subscribe to Dazzle Magazine on YouTube. You already know what it is. It's your boy MP Slicker.